Hey everyone, Cyber here, and happy Halloween. And here we are in the final circle of the Inferno, Treachery, home of the traitors. And we pretty much, we crossed the bridge, and here we're just taking the last chain and dropping down to go into our final battle against the Emperor of the Woeful Realm, and pretty much the big boss that's in charge of the whole, what's been going on. And like I said, this is home of the traitors. So basically anyone that commits treacherous crimes against either their lordship, kinship, or against the divine are sentenced here to be forever imprisoned in a frozen tundra world and be forever watched upon by, like I said, this Emperor of the Woeful Realm, Lucifer himself, which is right there. Yep, that's Lucifer. So,
I've waited eternity for this emancipation.
And you can tell you got all three breaths coming out of his head, and that's the thing. Lucifer has been depicted as, obviously this big hunk, like giant angel bat thing guy, whatever you want to say, with three mouths, and he's supposed to be chewing on three of the greatest traitors known to mankind. And right here is a very important part. See when that light comes down, gives me the opportunity to jump up there to basically beat him in the head a little bit, and then hit his belly with the cross and do some damage to him. So it's kind of important. And obviously, when he gets back. And actually, before I mention who these traitors are, you gotta be careful with these tornadoes, because if you don't pay attention and you don't have the gun right, you obviously see you fall down and take some damage. So be cautious. And obviously, you have to be careful how many pounds, because obviously it doesn't shoot my gun. But those three traitors I was talking about, the three traitors are Brutus, Cassius, and Judas. Now, Brutus and Cassius were the traitors of Julius Caesar, and also on the great, the ones that helped assassinate him. And of course, there I was just kind of in the wrong commands, magic ones on one. I wanted to be done wrong with that. And Judas, as most people should know, Judas was the traitor of Jesus Christ. So they're forever tormented here, and actually they're chewed upon by Lucifer himself and by the three fates. Alright, so that's a horrible fate, but obviously they are the greatest traitors of all time. And obviously we did enough damage to basically he's like, okay, I'm angry, but look how they're all moving at the same time, so kind of creepy. Then he leaves off all these souls off there that were supposed to be the ones before you to do what you just done, which is basically freed him from those chains. And he won't mention that, but they are known as the chains of Judica. So, what's that supposed to mean exactly? I have no clue, but I'm guessing it's divine chains. And now we face against Lucifer himself and his angel form. What he looked like when he was angel, not. If you look on his right arm, you see it's like a snake coil armband thing, which is famous because everyone knows that the serpent was the deceiver of Adam and Eve back in the Garden of Eden. Or Eden, so you can get a fire story, look at it. And yeah, you're kind of a pain in the ass, Lucifer. And yes, we're on Lake Caucasus. It's a frozen lake. Now, in 1600s, there was an author, or not really an author, but a painter that came up with a great description of Lucifer in the basically for the Inferno, in which it shows him as frozen, like half his body is frozen in the eye. So obviously the top half's above ground, and every time he he moves his wings and fans them, the cold wind comes down. Actually, Virgil and Dante talked about that before coming into glory, where I started the video at. Obviously, I'm just doing some simple side maneuvers and some of my heavy attacks, and basically just doing some damage to him and some holy magic as well. Just do whatever I can to damage him, and that's the thing is when you're facing against him in this form is do whatever you can to damage him. I mean, divine armor is definitely going to be your key from card here. Righteous path does work pretty well too. Martyrdom, not so much. Like I said, I was just accidentally hitting those buttons there, so yeah, but of course. Lucifer just hates you so much. And you can block his attacks and throw him back to him if you can and time it just right, but he had the timing just right. And unfortunately, I'm not doing the timing correctly, so I'm messing up. But Divine Armor heals me up, so I don't care. I just keep fighting away like I'm supposed to. Because even if you look during the match, Lucifer does kind of talk a little. He actually says, "You think you're Michael?" Of course, Michael's the Archangel that supposedly defeated Lucifer during the Great Rebellion. So yeah.
Done far worse than
yeah, and just
I stood for my fellow.
yeah, and Lucifer just keeps on trying to say like, oh, I was just wrongly justified and all that blah 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 blah. But yeah, he's the greatest of all the traitors of the yes, you have Judas, Brutus, and Cassius, but you got him who betrayed God. So that's why betrayal of the divine is really in course here does mention about the betrayal of the so it's like, yeah, you freed me, now I'm in my angel-like form now, I can return back to, you go to purgatory to into paradise, which is heaven, so it's like, it's bad. However, we're a holy warrior, so we are going to do it. And obviously, he's now high in the air now, being one of the skilled angel he is. So obviously, just use your R1 button to fly up there, take him out, and then just basically do some simple dice moves on them. And you should be good. And you can launch these fireballs back at him if you time it just right. Like right here, I timed it just right, shot back at him. And
the morning star.
You basically take them down from outlaw. Now if you do like successional symbols of touring, like he does release some mana and health back to you, so you don't have to worry as much. But obviously here we are. This is very much the epic conclusion to the game. Now, in the book itself, Dante and Virgil just walk by Lucifer because he's more content on dealing with the souls that he's gained, of the traitors. So, yeah, and of course, they say he's the Emperor of the Wolf Realm because this is the wolf So, well, in terms of you crying, that's one thing that's really depicted. Yeah, so you think you're another Michael, that's why.
Remember the war in heaven.
And here he basically when you go down to the end and he does this like this fire-based Hadouken in this sense into the center and releases the tips of the pentagram up into the air. Basically, and of course obviously his life bar is down to 0. This is basically the epic conclusion. This basically means done. Finish Lucifer off. We're good. Then you have to get from basically go up. Just basically do side extension move up to him. And you obviously gotta stop him and do some quick time events and we'll deal with Lucifer. What a scum he is. And pretty much we're just making face the power of the light and he will go down and of course have an epic explosion. Why not, right? And that pretty much concludes Dante's Inferno. And of course, a nice little cutscene here of him in that format. It's just so cool looking. A good picture. And then, yeah, this I stuck inside his chest, and he's about to face the cross one more time. But yeah, as you saw, I cut it off because I'm not gonna show the whole cutscene. No, I'm gonna let you guys see it. I'm not gonna spoil it for you all. But like I said, that pretty much concludes Dante's Inferno. We basically went away from coming from the earthly realm all the way into limbo, to lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence, fraud, and finally treachery. And honestly, if you're looking for a good game, this is definitely, I would recommend it because it's fun. It's a simple platformer. And especially after I played this game, it made me change my outlook on more of the afterlife and a bit of spirituality, like how things could be interpreted. And of course, then I went out actually got the book itself. I got done through. Actually, I got the version that was used into this game, which is done by Henry Longfellow. I'm not sure if it's the same very one or it's someone else by that name, but I got his version, I read it, and even when I was reading it after playing this game, I was imagining all those things and thinking, like, if I was really Dante, what would I be imagining? That's how impressive it was. But like I said, that pretty much concludes Dante's Inferno. Now, like I said, happy Halloween to everyone. And so I hope that you all have a safe and fun Halloween. And if you're wondering if I'm going to do any other special videos coming down the road, I might be, because Assassin's Creed just came out yesterday, so may release some gameplay footages from that. I'm not sure yet. Maybe, maybe not. So we'll see. Definitely will do some more Battlefield 3 videos. I may do some more guides, but I'm not sure yet. But we'll see when it comes around. So until next time, everyone, take care.